Hey guys, this is Andy speaking. I'm one of the founders here at Benztown. I work as an imaging director, as a composer, and I was always on the look for internet vlog, bringing me tricks, video tutorials and all that stuff. I mean, learning things from other great producers is one of the best things you can do, I guess. So we thought about doing an imaging blog just for radio imaging people, and I'm happy we got it done, man. It's benztownbranding.wordpress.com. It will have video tutorials, it will have posts, interviews, everything considering imaging. So if you like imaging, you should go there, subscribe to the blog and check out the daily updated content. And come to an end for that short introduction. I'm so happy to present my man Ryan. He's doing our first ever video tutorial. Maybe you know Ryan from his famous blog Ryan on the Radio. He's a great imaging guy, very talented, very unique in his sound, and he will show you in our first video tutorial how to set up an auxiliary track. So take care and check out the video, subscribe to our blog, benztownbranding.wordpress.com. Bye.
Hey, what is going on? It's Ryan. I'm doing a very quick test video, I'll try and make it quick, to set up a bus. So basically, if you are a Pro Tools user that has been using Pro Tools for more than, I don't know, 10 or 11 minutes, then you probably don't need to watch this video. But if you're just getting started with it, this might help you set up a bus, save yourself some resources and some time. I'm also kind of testing settings in this this demo creator I got, which seems to be pretty cool. But I don't know what I sound like right now, or if I'm even recording my voice, to be totally honest, and I don't know if they'll be able to hear my playback either. Alright, so the only thing I've done so far is I've started a new session, a new blank session, and I named it test session. So we avoided that step. You don't have to watch that. So now we're going to create some new tracks. We'll go ahead and create 3 mono audio tracks. You know, if this was a full production, you'd be adding all sorts of stereo tracks and whatever else you want. But for this purpose, we're basically just going to bus a few different mono tracks into one auxiliary track. I'll also add the master so you can see it. I don't know why. So anyway, it adds the tracks for us here. Then another video, I'll show you my template. I like to color code things and of course name them. But for this video, we'll just leave everything as is. Sorry, I just wanted to get those unselected. Okay, basically we're going to bus each of these tracks using any of these buses, and of course we can just go with a mono one if you want. We can also do the stereo, it doesn't matter. So we'll just do mono, we'll just do bus 4. Don't pay attention to these names, by the way. These are old names from somebody else's session that I stole, and you can name these buses anything you want within Pro Tools. You could name them long slap bus or slappy dappy bus, whatever you want. Okay, so we're going to bus everything on 4. You'll see that gets highlighted once it's in use. Any bus that ends up becoming in use, Pro Tools will highlight for you. Alright, and then we're going to do the input here. I hope I'm not going too fast. The auxiliary, okay, so we've gone the output of each of these tracks to the bus, and now we're going to take the input of the auxiliary, the same bus. Okay, so everything's coming out of here, and then it's going into here, and then this is going to go out into the master, and of course that's your final mix. You know, that's everything from the session comes through the master. That's why you leave that at 1 and 2. Alright, so I'm not going to do settings here. That's again for another video. I like to do a gate, I like to do an EQ, and I like to do a compressor minimum. Now you can add other things as well. You can add verb, you can add whatever you want, obviously, plugins. But minimum on my vocal tracks, I like to gate them, I like to EQ them, and I like to compress them. And I believe this is the proper order. As I'm sitting here, I forget what I have my template set up, but it doesn't really matter. We've put a few plugins on here. Now, of course, the purpose is we don't want to put these plugins 3 times in the session. So since I know my vocal tracks are all going to be at least gated, EQ'd, and compressed the same way, minimally. then why put these things 3 times with the same settings when we only have to put them once, therefore saving resources? That's why you do it. Now again, you don't want all your vocal tracks to sound the same, so now later you might come into each track and add, like this Enigma plugin's fun. You can add other EQs. Maybe I want to make a much more hard, crunchy EQ on one of the tracks. If you're doing some CHR radio, you want to give it a whole lot of sizzle. So you'd pop some extra EQ on one of your tracks, and then maybe one of your tracks you add a delay so you can, get some echo type effects going. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Right here, I'm going to undo that. So let me just record something in here real quick just so you can see it work. It's already taking longer than I want. You're going to get slapped back because I just left my speakers on. I also don't know if this audio is going to come through in the video. We'll find that out as well together. Alright, so we've recorded some stuff. Let's kill that mic. And we'll turn that off. Okay. You see that's working through the aux there. Again, I don't know if you can hear this. Okay, so you could hear that that's being affected. I'm just proving to you that it's actually running through there, just so you can see. But of course, the bonus is now we've got this. All of our settings are here, but we can apply them to all these tracks. So that track's getting the same effects. That track's getting the same effects. That track's getting the same effects. So there you go. And then of course now you can have all, so whatever you bust to hear is going to be affected there, but then everything in your session of course will be affected by your master. Am I saying of course enough? I think I just said it like 6 times in one sentence. Anyway, so you throw yourself, I would like to use the L3, but I only set everything up for mono right now. So now everything in the session will get mastered with whatever plug you put there. I think that'll do it for this video. Hopefully I helped somebody. Obviously if you're a super newbie, then you probably learned something here. Otherwise you probably just wasted your time.